Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So, man, oh man, the bullshit continues. When I talk about bullshit, I mean Keith one-time Thurman. So, apparently Thurman is injured for the third time. Apparently, it's been talked that Keith Thurman has another hand injury, and he's going to have to pull out of this fight that was scheduled for May the 19th. It's funny how all of this shit just happened and how this story has been officially released. It was reported by ESPN. I just made videos about this less than 24 hours ago regarding Keith Thurman, how I haven't heard anything. Then I looked on to Boxing Scene. I saw an article there that was recently released around the time that I made the first video, talking about Stephen Espinosa was talking about it's a process to find Keith Thurman an opponent. Now we find out that he's injured again. Oh my God. So what happens? They should strip him. It's simple. The WBA and the WBC, they need to strip Thurman. It's one of those things to me, man. It's absolutely horrible. You have guys that are trying to make names for themselves. Like, let me pause on Keith Thurman for a second. For the last 6-7 months, I have been going in on Sean Porter. I've been giving Sean Porter, every word that I could possibly give him. Been putting him on blast, talking about how disappointed I am in him when it comes to Errol Spence. But Errol Spence aside, Porter is trying to fight Thurman. Whether it's a duck or a cherry pick, even though it's not, it is a duck. Sean Porter is ducking Errol Spence. I'm not about to confuse it and pretend like he's not. But at this point, that doesn't even matter. Sean Porter needs to make a decision when it comes to his career. He can't stall himself out waiting for Keith Thurman to recover from another injury. They're talking about 6 weeks? Thurman he's going to be out for an additional 6 weeks. Then he's going to most likely, I don't know, will he restart the training camp? He can't spar for 6 weeks, most likely. What can he do? Run, do some shadow boxing, keep his weight down. But we all know Keith Thurman is a fat boy at heart, and he will blow up. So, Sean, you need to make a decision, because you can't bank on the WBC. They're gonna do the right thing by you, Sean Porter. And the same thing goes for Danny Garcia too. These guys can't keep stalling out their career. You have a bet out there with the IBF. You have a bet out there with the WBO. I'm sure if Terrence Crawford was to beat Jeff Horn, I can almost guarantee Bob Arum will allow him to fight Danny Garcia. I know Crawford is more than confident that he can beat Garcia. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But these guys got to keep their options open. But Thurman, man, it's just one of those things where I can't even say I'm disappointed, because in order for me to be disappointed, I had to have expectations of him. I would have to expect things to be different. And Thurman has consistently shown this is the new Keith Thurman. Keith Derrick Rose Thurman, that's what I call him, because he's injured every damn chance. It's just so frustrating. It's frustrating to talk about it, because Keith Thurman is holding up my favorite division. He's constantly injured. This is his third injury within the last, 2 years, I believe. And he hasn't been in the ring for over a year at this point. So, matter of fact, it should be over 2 years now that I'm thinking about it. But, man, this shit is disappointing. It's very disappointing, and it's a slap in the face to one of the most entertaining and lucrative divisions in boxing, that being the welterweight division. All I gotta say is strip Keith Thurman. It's nothing else should be done except for he should be stripped, and the WBC and the WBA need to put credible opponents in those fights. Don't be any lower tier guys. If you're not a top 5 welterweight, Not a top guy in your sanctioning body, a top 5 welterweight. If you don't have one of the top welterweights in your sanctioning body, they need to be in there. Honestly, at this point in time, if I'm Lamont Peterson, I need to come back. You know, Lamont has those times where he has those long layoffs. If I'm Lamont Peterson, I'm trying to come back right now, because if something was to go down with the WBA, if Lamont Peterson sets himself up in a position to fight one of the top guys at the WBA, because he was a WBA regular champion, if he puts himself in a position to fight one of those top guys, the top 2 guys, whatever the case may be, he may possibly have an opportunity to fight for Keith Thurman's belt if the WBA was to strip him. I mean, the WBA, they stripped Rigondeaux, and I'm trying to figure out why the fuck wouldn't they strip Keith Thurman right now, and the dude he barely even defending the belt. He's not really defending it. He defended it against Sean Porter, and then he unified with Danny Garcia, and he's been out. But we'll see what happens, man. It's just, once again, it's disappointing. We didn't even get to a point where they announced Keith Thurman's opponent, and he's injured again. It's just some bullshit, man. Oh well, I'm about to go back to listening to Phenomenal International Boxing live stream. This is Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Peace.